Hi, welcome everybody to caplinux.com. This is our new video regarding the 50 Linux commands. Uh, so it's after a long time we are planning to publish this video with 50 Linux commands. So this is a basic video which we will learn the basic Linux structure and the command which will you practice, and you will get a general idea on your Linux machine. So first command for your Linux machine is ls-lrt. So ls stands for listing command. So when you will type this ls-lrt, you will get what is present inside your directory. Suppose you want to know which directory you are present, so you can type pwd. So you are present in /root. So inside the /roots there are three packages called as install log.syslog, install log.anaconda, install ks.anaconda.cfg. So in the root there are three files, and you can view this three file by using this command called as ls-lrt. So the first paragraph, the first parameter, which is read write, which is for the groups. This read write is for the groups. This is for this is for admins, this is for root, this is for group, and this is for other users. So these are the three parameters on which your file depends. So it depends upon the permission which you give to the file, and the ownership. This is the ownership, which is this is user, and this is the ownership. So this is user root, and it's given ownership as root. And this is the size of the file. It's 3384 KB, which is present in KB. So it's 3384 KB, and this is the date on which the file was created. So it was created on July 6 and this is the time on which the file was created. So it was created on 2029, means 8/29, and this is the name of the file. So in short, ls command is the listing command which gives the general information of what is present in your directory. Now let's come up to the second command, top. Now suppose you are a system administrator, and you have got a general idea that how much CPU is consumed by your memory, how much CPU is consumed by your system, how much memory is consumed by the system, how much swap is consumed by the system. And it's a real-time scenarios when you get a call from a DBA team that he's getting a low performance on your system. So how to tackle out that problems? You can tackle out that problem by using the top command. The top is a utility in Linux where you can find out which process and which process is consuming what. So firing top command, just you have to fire top command, top, and its full form is table of process. So after firing the top command, you will get certain result. So here is what you are getting. See, the CPU consumed by my system now is 10.2. Okay, then this is a system time CPU, this is a nice time, this is the ID of which consumes the CPU, this is WA, it is a wait command. Then there are various parameters where the CPU is will consume on your system. This is memory total consumption. So this is total memory which is allocated by my system, which uses this much of memory. Then this is much of memory is used, this much of memory is free, and this much of memory is kept in buffer. So, and the swap is the temporary allocation memory which is assigned by you at the time of installation. So swap, when the swap is used, when your memory is consumed full, then the system uses the amount of swap so that the system do not goes down. So that's why we assign swap to our system. So this is the total swap which is consumed. Now inside the top there are different parameters where you can find of, suppose you want to sort only by memory, the process only by memory, you can type shift and M. So when you type shift plus M, then you can get the actual amount of memory which is a process is consumed. So see, it is sorted out by memory. So 32.4 MB of memory is consumed by this user root. So currently I am only logged in with root, so root is consuming the more memory. And see, this is the process which is consuming the memory. In my machine there is an application called as Splunk. So Splunk is consuming maximum memory. MongoDB is consuming the memory. Second maximum memory consumed by our machine is MongoDB. So this is how you can calculate what process is consuming how much amount of memory. Suppose you want to sort out by swap consumption, then you can type shift and O. When you type shift and O, you will get certain parameters for what is consumed. Suppose you want to sort out by swap, then you can type P. Then P is highlighted on swap, and please press enter. After pressing enter, you will get how much which process is consuming more swap. So which process is consuming more swap? So it's given here. So UDEV, init, and these are the process which are consuming more amount of swap in my system. So you can sort out any damn thing in your system by pressing shift O and selecting the option which you want to select. So second most important command is stop. So now let's go to the third command, that is pwd. Pwd is print the working directory on my system. So to come out from the top command, you have to press Q, and after pressing Q, it will come out from the top command, and it will come out on your screen, your root terminal. Then after that, our third command which we will execute is pwd. So pwd will tell the print working directory, means which is the working directory present on your system. So now currently I am working on /root, so I am in /root. So pwd will show that the current user is present in the directory called /root. Now let's come to the fourth command. Suppose your user is complaining that your server has got the server has got rebooted. So how we will see whether it is exactly got rebooted? So now you can type the command called as uptime. So after typing the uptime, you will see what time was the server up. So my server is up since 2/20/31. So yes, the user was right that the server was rebooted at 2:20, and the uptime for my system is 4 minutes and 6 seconds. And there are two users which have been logged into my system, and my load average for my system is 0.87, 0.85 and 0.81. This load average plays a very important role. When you see when your user complained about the performance and all. So you can see the load average of the machine, and you can tell that the user that the machine is consuming much load, so that it is degrading the performance. So this is the function of uptime. You can see when the server was up, when the server was down, when the server was rebooted. From this time you can calculate the server's reboot. Now coming to our fifth command, uname-a. So it's very interesting command, uname-a. Why you use this command? Suppose I have to upgrade my kernel. My kernel version is downgraded, and a latest patch of kernel has been came to market. So you have to check your kernel version, which is your current kernel version. So you can find out by this command called as uname-a. So when you type uname-a on your system and press enter, you will get each and every information of your Linux server, that is my server is Linux, my name of the host name is server 3, and this is the kernel version, that is 2.6.32.642.